week, 9 days in Europe this summer, and beautiful, stunning. But our conveniences are phenomenal. Our efficiency, the availability of things to quicken and elevate our life, including our healthcare and our healthcare professionals, is remarkable. Knock on wood, we never need them. Damar Hamlin did to save his life, and they have come through, and he has come through as of this morning. So really, I think I literally drove to work today in a good mood, and I think a lot of people around the NFL and a lot of you sports fans, it was gutting Monday night. It was hard.
Tuesday morning's drive to work
was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad. All right, so I'm at 54% for the year. I want to get to 55.
That's a hot
Here we go.
Let's blaze it up.
Fire it up.
It's Colin's Blazing Fire. Chiefs and Raiders.
It's a rivalry game. I'm going to take the 9.5 points with the Raiders. By the way, Patrick Mahomes, as great as he is a bad cover quarterback when he's favored by over a touchdown, remarkably so. Last 7 games, Raiders are 5-2 against the spread. They want to go into the offseason, positive vibe. 13 of their games have been decided by under a touchdown, and again, this is a rivalry game. The Chiefs, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. They're not great as a big favorite. What are they actually playing for? I think the Raiders are playing for pride, to put stuff on tape. Jarrett Stidham played very well last week against the Niners. I think they're competitive. This division's interesting. I mean, the Chargers have beaten KC a couple of times in KC. Now Denver's playing well. I'm going to take the Raiders to lose, but cover. Chiefs win 27-23, typical AFC West game.
Titans at Jaguars.
I don't understand this line. I love the Titans. Like it, I love it. Titans +6. They've won 5 of their last 6 games against the Jaguars, and the Titans are very good against 500 teams or worse, and the Jags are 8-8. Derrick Henry against the Jags has always been a complete handful. And again, the Jaguars' last 2 wins have come against teams playing multiple quarterbacks. The Texans with Davis Mills and Jeff Driscoll, and then the Jets with Zach Wilson and Chris Streveler. So they've also, in their last 3 games, it's a young team, Jacksonville, 6 giveaways in their last 3 games. They can get sloppy. I'm going to take the Titans in a division rivalry game +6, an upset win. The Titans pull off the upset 24-23 over the Jags.
Browns at Steelers.
Another division rivalry, and I'm going to take the underdog. I'm going to take the Browns +2.5 at the Steelers. The Steelers don't score points. I mean, Pittsburgh, if you go look, they've been held under 20 points for the last 5 games. And they've played 7 straight close games. Deontay Johnson's hurt. Minkah Fitzpatrick's hurt. Deshaun Watson last week against a pretty good defense is improving. They got big rushing yards against the Commanders. Amari Cooper had a big day. Nick Chubb had a big day. I think they're a team getting better. I think they're going to upset the Steelers in a very, very competitive game. These games in this division, when you can take points in the AFC North, Browns win over the Steelers 2017.
Rams at Seahawks.
I love the way the Rams are playing. They're limited. I love the way they're playing. I'm going to take the Rams +6 here. McVay in 12 games against Pete Carroll's won 8 of them. Their offense, they have 150-plus rushing yards in back-to-back games. Cam Akers has arrived. Multiple takeaways in 5 of 6 games. I got to be honest with you. Baker Mayfield's been good. 4 games, completion percentage back up into the high 60s. Passer rating mid-90s. He's got a running game, so he's throwing on 2nd and 5 and 3rd and 2. I like what I see from Baker Mayfield. And Seattle's defense is atrocious. They've got to take some draft capital and shore it up on the inside. And Kenneth Walker's banged up. He was sick this week. I think the Rams, this is what they've been prone to do, beat the Seahawks 27-20.
Chargers at Broncos.
My only favorite I'm going to take Denver -2.5 at home. The Broncos have scored 24-plus points in 3 of their last 4 games. The Broncos, 3-plus touchdowns in 3 of their last 4 games, and we know this is an unbelievable defense. Opposing quarterbacks' passer rating this year against the Broncos, 81. And Justin Herbert, in Week 6, struggled against this defense. The Chargers are built to play with a lead, but they often fall behind. They've been held to 20 points or fewer in 4 of their 5 last road games. Again, their last 3 wins, Rams, Colts, and the Titans, who had to go to Malik Willis. I just think Denver, this means a lot for them. Positive vibes going into the offseason. feeling good, a little momentum. We know they need it. To the Chargers, I'm going to have Denver to win and cover 27-24. You get these division rivalry games, 4 out of the 5 picks. I'm taking points. Now, this is a tough week. People are sitting people. How inspired are the Chiefs? But I like the underdogs in the rivalry games. Just because you're not going to go to the playoffs doesn't mean you don't have something to play for. Jared Stidham wants to look good. The Browns, Deshaun Watson playing well now. Or better. Let's get him some momentum. I like the underdog.
People are probably surprised that the Broncos are favored, but it looks like the Chargers will not have incentive to win. They'll rest their guys so they face Tennessee or Jacksonville. That's the most likely scenario.
Yeah, so Denver in this space is actually playing for more.
Brandon Staley ain't risking anybody.
No, and it also, many of their best players, Derwin James, Bosa, get banged up. They're all line. So you're not going to play those guys. You're going to go to the backup quarterback second half of this game. Eric Mangini, Jets, Browns, 3 rings under Belichick. Fox Sports analyst joining us. The story that I admit it just shows how good Brian Daboll is. The New York Giants are a playoff team. And Greg Cosell said something yesterday, and it was really funny. He said, Colin, how many great quarterbacks are there? 5? 6? If you don't have one, you just can't keep bailing on a quarterback. He got him into the playoffs. Are you surprised by Daniel Jones?
Yes, I am surprised by Daniel Jones, but I'm less surprised because of Brian. And Brian was my quarterback coach for me at the Jets. He was my offensive coordinator for me at the Browns. And I know how smart he is. I know how thorough he is. And he's got a great way of relating to players. And he's got a great way of taking complicated things and making them a lot simpler. Plus, he's got a defensive perspective. He started in New England on the defensive side of the ball, so he's got that perspective when he's working with quarterbacks. So you saw what he did with Josh Allen. I didn't know it would be as good as it's been in New York, but it doesn't surprise me knowing Brian as well as I do and knowing how capable he is.
So yesterday on this show, we talked about where Brady's going, Carr's going, Garoppolo's going. So you know Brady pretty well, okay? Very well. If you had to guess where, because he's leaving Tampa, where's he going and why do you think he's going there?
Well, I got on your train early on when you thought San Francisco would be the spot, and I think that's the perfect spot. And regardless of how Brock Purdy does through this playoff run, you're still going to have a situation where you've got Brock Purdy and Trey Lance.
So he ends up being super talented, very good, not a Hall of Famer to me.
Yeah. Ray Lewis. You say Ray Lewis.
Hall of Fame.
Automatic lock. Patrick Willis, really, really good. Maybe, probably, right? One of those?
I mean, how many guys do we have playing right now, think about this, that are Hall of Famers? So let me think about it. Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald.
The linebacker position has been diminished considerably.
Yeah, it doesn't matter as
versus
much. Like Myles Garrett, Hall of Famer.
He's on the track. TJ Watt. On the track, certainly.
Yeah.
I mean,
J.J. Watt probably gets in.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Aaron Donald gets in.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers gets in. Brady gets in.
All right, let's give a guy you want to trade. Jalen Ramsey of the Rams. He basically led Jacksonville to the AFC Championship.
Nope.
I'm with you. I don't think he's there. He's no Revis.
Mahomes. Nick Wright had him in by his second year.
Come on. Mahomes is a lock, yeah.
Well, he's got to give me one more. How many years he played? 6? Come on now.
What does he have? MVP, Super Bowl MVP? Come on, he's a lock. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's played like an hour. You guys. If
Mahomes retired tomorrow, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't push back. So yes. We got some Hall of
Who's a medium guy that